Have you ever pondered the journey of a tree to a finished product? It's a question that might seem simple at first glance, but when you delve deeper, it reveals a complex, intricate process that's as fascinating as it is essential. Wood, the silent component of our daily lives, is everywhere. From the chair you're sitting on, to the table you eat your meals at, the house you live in, and even the paper you write on. It's a resource that's been with us since the dawn of time, shaping our civilizations, enabling progress and providing comfort. But the journey of a tree, from being rooted in the earth to becoming a part of your home or office, is no simple task. It's a testament to human ingenuity and the power of machinery. A process that's been refined over centuries and continues to evolve with every passing day. This journey is all about transformation, a transformation that begins with a seedling and ends with a multitude of finished products, each with its own purpose, each with its own story. From the raw, rugged beauty of a log to the polished elegance of a dining table, or the functional simplicity of a piece of paper, the possibilities are as varied as they are vast. But this transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's an intricate process that involves several stages, each with its own set of challenges and solutions. From harvesting, milling, drying, and planning, to finishing and distribution, every step is crucial, every detail matters, and it's not just about the process, but also the people behind it. The industrial engineers, the woodworkers, the distributors, and everyone in between who plays a part in this remarkable journey. Their expertise, their skills, and their passion are what make this journey possible. So, how does a tree become a table, a chair, or even a piece of paper? That's a question we're going to answer today. So strap in and let's dive into the fascinating world of wood processing. Our journey begins in the forest, where the life of a tree ends and its second life begins. It's a process that starts with tree felling. This is a carefully considered task, as not every tree is right for the job. We look for mature trees that have reached their peak growth. They are the ones that provide the best quality timber. The machinery involved here is quite impressive. Massive, yet precise machines like harvesters and feller bunchers cut down the trees with surgical precision. These mechanical beasts can fell, delimb, and cut the trees into specified lengths, all in a matter of minutes. But it doesn't stop there. The fallen trees are then sorted based on their species and size, a crucial step to ensure the right trees make it to the right mill. This careful selection process is what guarantees the high quality of our finished products. Once the tree is down, it's time to move it to the mill, where the real transformation begins. At the mill, the tree is stripped of its bark and branches, revealing the raw material that will be turned into countless products. The first step in the milling process is known as debarking. This involves the removal of the tree's outermost layer, the bark. Debarking is not just about aesthetics, it's a vital step that helps protect the machinery from potential damage that could be caused by the rough, often dirt-filled bark. The smoother the log, the easier and more efficient the milling process becomes. Next comes bucking. Bucking is the process of cutting the logs into manageable lengths. The focus here is on optimizing the length of each cut to ensure minimal waste. It's a delicate balance of getting the most out of each log while also making sure the pieces are small enough to be processed by the mill's machinery. Now that we have our debarked and bucked logs, it's time to introduce them to the saws. There are a variety of saws used in the milling process, each with its own specific purpose. Band saws, for instance, are used for the initial cuts, slicing the logs into thick slabs. They're favored for their precision and ability to cut uniform pieces, which helps maximize the yield from each log. Circular saws, on the other hand, are used for resawing and cross-cutting, creating the smaller, more familiar boards and planks. Their speed and efficiency make them ideal for this task. The milling process is a complex one, requiring careful planning and precision. But the end goal is always the same: to extract as much valuable wood from each tree as possible. It's a process that demands respect for the resource and a deep understanding of the machinery and techniques involved. But the journey for our tree doesn't end here. With the logs now cut into boards, it's time for the next step: drying. Drying is a crucial stage in the wood processing. It's here where the wood's final properties begin to take shape. This stage is nothing short of a balancing act, as it's all about reducing the wood's moisture content without compromising its quality. The reason behind drying is twofold: one, to prevent decay, and two, to make the wood lighter and easier to work with. There are a few ways to dry wood, each with its pros and cons. Kiln drying is one of the most common methods. It's a controlled process where the wood is placed in a chamber and exposed to heat, which accelerates the drying. This method is highly efficient and can be adjusted to suit different types of wood, but it requires substantial energy and resources. Another method is air drying. It's a slower process where the wood is stacked and left to dry naturally in the air. It's a more eco-friendly option, but the drying rate is subject to weather conditions and can be uneven. Regardless of the method used, the aim is to reach an equilibrium moisture content, a state where the wood's moisture level matches the surrounding environment. This reduces the risk of warping or cracking, ensuring the wood's durability and stability. Following the drying process, we move on to planing. Planing is all about precision and finesse. It's the process where a machine, aptly named the planer, removes the rough surface from the wood and brings it to its desired thickness. The planer's sharp blades skim across the wood, shaving off thin layers until the surface is smooth and even. This process not only enhances the wood's appearance, but also ensures it's uniform and ready for further processing. It's an art of its own, requiring keen attention to detail and a gentle touch. Together, drying and planing transform the raw, rough timber into a refined product, ready for the next stage of the journey. Now that our wood is dry and smooth, it's ready for the final steps. The final steps in the wood processing journey involve giving the wood its final appearance and getting it to the people who will transform it into finished products. Let's dive into the finishing processes. One of the initial steps is sanding. This process smooths the wood surface, removing any imperfections and rough areas. The goal here is to achieve a silk-like touch, a surface that's pleasant to the touch and ready for further processing. Next up, we have staining. This is where the magic happens and the wood starts to show its true colors. The stain is applied to enhance the natural grain of the wood, bringing out the beauty of its unique patterns. There's a multitude of stain shades available, from light oaks to dark mahoganies, allowing for a wide range of aesthetic choices. After staining, we move on to sealing. This is a crucial step in the finishing process. The sealer acts as a protective coat, safeguarding the wood from damage and wear. But our journey doesn't end here. After the wood has been sanded, stained and sealed, it's time for it to find a new home. The finished wood is then distributed to manufacturers and retailers. This could be a local furniture maker, a large-scale construction company, or even a small craft store. This distribution process is a well-orchestrated dance, ensuring that the right wood gets to the right place at the right time. It involves trucks, boats, and even planes, a global logistical feat that ensures the smooth flow of wood from the processing plant to the end user. And that's how a tree becomes a finished product, ready to be used in our homes, offices, and schools. So, the next time you admire a beautiful piece of wooden furniture or walk on a hardwood floor, remember the journey that wood took to get there. So we've taken a tree and transformed it into a usable product. Quite a journey, isn't it? We began with harvesting, where our tree was carefully selected and cut down. This is where the magic begins, the first step in transforming a robust tree into something we use daily. Then, we moved on to milling, a crucial process where the tree is converted into lumber. It is in this stage that the tree begins to take the shape of a product we can recognize. Next, we introduced drying and planing, where moisture is reduced for stability and the lumber is smoothed out. This is a pivotal step to ensure our wood is ready for the final stage. Finally, we arrived at finishing and distribution, where the wood receives its final touches and is transported to homes and businesses around the world. Next time you sit at a wooden desk or write on a piece of paper, remember the incredible journey that wood has taken to get to you.